Travis Kelce arrived in Texas ready to face the intense Thanksgiving Day clash against the Dallas Cowboys. The entire Kansas City Chiefs team stepped off a Boeing 777 that landed quietly on the runway, though the anticipation was anything but quiet. A fleet of white buses lined up to transport the team straight into the heart of Dallas, setting an immediate, almost cinematic mood, with Kelce at the center of attention, dressed sharply in a white sports suit adorned with the Chiefs' striking red, pulling his luggage and carrying a personal bag. His expression was focused, his stride confident, the kind of arrival that instantly draws eyes. Fans eagerly compared the moment to the iconic opening of a sports film, a star entering the arena, knowing all eyes and all expectations are fixed on him. The rest of the players and staff, including coaches, fitness experts, and support members, followed suit with the same sense of purpose, making their way through a security detail that kept curious onlookers at bay. The city braced for one of the most anticipated games of the NFL calendar, a Thanksgiving tradition watched by millions across the United States, where the stakes are always high and the spectacle even higher. Both teams carried the weight of their respective legacies into the face-off. The Cowboys as the so-called America's team with a history that stretches back decades, and the Chiefs, the reigning champions, known for their explosive offense and unique play style. Each player's arrival was marked by a quiet determination that seemed to permeate the entire squad, a focused energy that reporters at the airport could not help but notice. There were no casual smiles, no playful banter, only the seriousness that comes from understanding what's at stake. Among them, Kelce stood out, not just as a leader but as an emotional anchor, someone who approaches the big game with unmatched intensity, a trait acknowledged even by those closest to the organization. They say Kelce treats Thanksgiving as a perfect stage to send a message, proving that the Chiefs are still the NFL's team to beat, with no room for error or complacency. As the buses whisked them away to a downtown Dallas hotel, the team's sole focus was on preparation, bringing with them all the necessary gear, from protective equipment to mobile recovery units, data analysis tools, and everything required to prepare for a game that will be talked about for weeks to come. Though the actual contest had not yet begun, the narrative was already taking shape. Fans and analysts alike speculated on what the Chiefs would need to do to overcome the formidable Cowboys, who brought their own history, confidence, and home advantage to the field. For Kansas City, the challenge was clear: to execute their game plan with precision, to rely on the dynamic connection between their quarterback and Travis Kelce, and to maintain the discipline and composure that had brought them this far, knowing that every play and every decision could tip the balance. While the players allowed themselves little time for distraction, their arrival alone had set social media abuzz, with images of Kelce in his eye-catching suit spreading rapidly, sparking discussions not just about his sense of style, but about what kind of performance he would deliver under the bright lights and pressure of Thanksgiving. Chiefs supporters flooded comment sections with messages of encouragement and excitement, and even some rival fans admitted the spectacle of the Chiefs' arrival was hard to ignore. Meanwhile, inside the team's hotel, meetings and briefings were already underway, with coaches reviewing the Cowboys' strategies, examining past games, and identifying potential weaknesses. Kelce and the other offensive leaders discussed their approach, considering how to break through Dallas's defensive line, how to use motion, misdirection, and quick passes to exploit gaps, and how to maintain a fast tempo that would keep the Cowboys on their heels. Defensive coaches urged their players to stay alert, to expect the unexpected, and to focus on fundamentals, tackling, coverage, and communication, because even the smallest mistake could be costly. In these high-pressure moments, every member of the squad understood their role, from the starting lineup to the special teams, each player knowing what was expected of them, knowing that victory would require complete team effort, not just individual brilliance. Throughout the day, the Chiefs' routine was tightly managed, from film sessions to walkthroughs, recovery protocols, and nutrition, with the aim of ensuring everyone was physically and mentally ready. As the hours ticked down to kickoff, the anticipation only grew, with fans gathering outside the team's hotel, hoping for a glimpse of their heroes. Inside, the mood remained serious, with Kelce and his teammates maintaining their focus, aware of the opportunity and the pressure that comes with playing on such a prominent stage. For Kelce in particular, the Thanksgiving game was more than just another fixture. It was a chance to cement his legacy, to prove once again why he is considered one of the best tight ends in the league, and to lead his team by example both on and off the field. As the team prepared to board the buses for the short trip to the stadium, the city of Dallas seemed to hold its breath, aware that something special was about to unfold. At this point, if you enjoy the inside access, don't forget to subscribe for more updates. The Chiefs' arrival in Texas had already set the tone for what promised to be a thrilling encounter. As the team moved through their routines, the focus was not only on tactics but on mindset, with coaches reminding players to stay calm under pressure, to trust their training, and to play for each other, because in a game of this magnitude, unity and belief can make all the difference. As the Chiefs went through their final preparations, the coaching staff emphasized the importance of starting strong, of seizing momentum early, and of not letting the Cowboys dictate the pace of the game, while also stressing the need to adapt quickly, to make adjustments on the fly, and to respond to whatever challenges Dallas presented, whether it was a sudden change in strategy or an unexpected play. For Kelce, the responsibility was clear: to lead by example, to be a reliable target for his quarterback, and to inspire confidence in those around him, while also keeping the team grounded and focused. As the final hours before kickoff approached, the atmosphere inside the Chiefs camp was a mix of excitement and steely resolve, with every player keenly aware of the opportunity in front of them, the chance to make history on one of the NFL's biggest stages. As the sun set over Dallas, the anticipation reached its peak, with fans across the country tuning in, waiting to see which team would rise to the occasion. The Chiefs gathered in the locker room, preparing their uniforms, reviewing their assignments, and going through their pre-game rituals. The message from the coaches was simple: play your game, trust each other, and leave everything on the field, because this is what you've worked for all season. As the team made their way through the stadium tunnels, the roar of the crowd grew louder. The energy in the air was electric, and for a brief moment, every player, coach, and fan felt the magnitude of the occasion, a Thanksgiving classic between two great teams. Kelce led his teammates onto the field for warm-ups. The focus remained on execution, discipline, and teamwork, with each player taking a moment to soak in the atmosphere before turning their attention to the task at hand. The stadium filled with the sounds of anticipation. The story of the Chiefs' arrival in Texas was already being written, a story of preparation, determination, and the pursuit of greatness. If you want to see how it all unfolds, make sure to subscribe for full post-game coverage and exclusive insights. As the Chiefs prepared to face the Cowboys, one thing was certain: the stage was set, the players were ready, and the world was watching as two of the NFL's most storied franchises prepared to write the next chapter in the long, proud history of Thanksgiving football. With every step Kelce took through the bustling halls of the hotel, his presence seemed to set the tone, teammates glancing his way, drawing a bit of extra confidence from his calm, and the staff moving efficiently around him, no detail left to chance. The trainers double-checking gear, nutritionists consulting meal schedules, and analysts making last-minute tweaks to presentations, the air thick with strategy and anticipation. As the sun arced over Dallas, casting a golden glow across the skyline, the Chiefs made their way to a private meeting room, coaches unveiling the final game plan, players leaning forward, eyes fixed on the screens, the details of every play, every formation, underlined and discussed, Kelce quietly nodding, occasionally offering a suggestion or a word of encouragement, the mood serious but charged with a sense of purpose. As the meeting broke, players filed out in small groups, some heading to stretch, others to relax, some to review tape or call home, the rituals of a team on the verge of something big.